This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone to the Drippy G podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is Host Your Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, or anywhere you can find a podcast. You can also watch our video podcast over on youtube.com/DripGeeb. Drip Media Gaming, how are you doing this week?
Fantastic.
Oh,
Mr. G.
That's a word we've never used before in this podcast. Fantastic. Never once.
I overuse it. I underuse it.
I know.
I use it a great amount. A small amount. All the amounts.
Yeah, making content and listening to it and editing and stuff like that really makes you heightened aware of what you say and what you say too much.
Fantastic is a word I use way too often. But I had a good week. It's a fine week. It's fine.
I often will use the word like too much, and I want to smack myself in the face through the computer every time I say it.
What do I say? It's not like. It's not like. I don't say like a lot in videos. It's and I say that a lot, and obviously I say that a lot too.
Obviously.
When I'm editing, I'm like, stop saying that, dude. Why do you say that so much, you idiot? Stop it.
Yeah. It makes you hate yourself more than you already do.
I know. And then I'll try to find places where I can edit out some obviouslies.
Yeah, there's nowhere.
Because you kind of need it.
Yeah.
Dude, get a thesaurus. Fix it, man.
There are literally times in my short YouTube career here where I would stop what I'm saying, and I'm like, I can't say that same word for the fifth time. I will stop. I would go just Google search. Is it synonyms or what's the word? I never forget.
Synonyms.
Synonyms for this word that I'm going to say for the seventh time.
Synonym starts with an S, so it's similar.
Synonymity, anemone.
Anyway,
this is a Nintendo.
Synonyms.
This is a Nintendo Codcast. Wow, what is wrong with me?
Synonyms and Codcast. Yes.
I have a physical disability in my brain. How are you?
Yay!
So, sir, we're talking about some stuff today. We're going to be talking about Sonic Origins, which is kind of a weird and crazy thing. Not weird and crazy. It's just a bit weird.
This is too much.
It's just a bit weird. At this point, I am still not fully understanding what's going on. You're gonna have to explain the best way you can.
I'm not gonna be able to, but we'll talk about it.
Yes, we will talk about it. We're also gonna get to the Game Boy Advance rumors and such. Who knows? What we're gonna get into multiple I think there's layers of conversation.
Oh yeah, that entire thing is an ogre.
Yes,
or an onion, whichever one you'd like to go with. But it is that.
But first, how are you doing this week, man? What anything happen that you're anything special?
I'm starting to redo parts of my island on Animal Crossing.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm very excited about that. I was doing like an all white flower and wood type of thing at first, but now I'm going kind of like 80s Miami-ish. I'm adding in the pinks, the teals, and the yellows and stuff.
Put these sunnies on.
Yeah, I'm really like it. I did around my house. I'll actually post some pictures of what I did around my house in the Discord because Xbox Girl's playing Animal Crossing, so it's made me want to start playing Animal Crossing again.
Yes.
I taught her how to villager hunt last night.
Why ain't you just the best?
Well, she was half asleep. I don't know if she actually remembers how to do it. But
did you get her a bunch of Nook Miles tickets so she can just?
I gave. You know how I used to have a ton of them?
Yeah,
I don't. I went into my storage. I had 14.
Oh, that's not a lot. I haven't played the game in 6 months at this point. It's been forever. Yeah. I can. If Xbox Girl and I hook up. That sounds weird. If Xbox Girl,
whoa there, man.
If we link up our Switch friend codes, I can send her a butt ton of
hold on. I need them.
Like I said, I will send Xbox Girl a butt ton of the Nook Miles tickets.
Dude. No, I am going to start streaming Animal Crossing again, though. I don't know. I want to start redoing my island and finishing it, but now I have a full plan of what I want to do.
Yeah. It's a total chill game to stream. You can have conversations with the chat and have really good time while
it's a lot
just
of fun
giving
to
them
stream.
Little visual tastiness.
Yeah, because it's just chill. You don't have to really do anything. You're just hanging out. It's good. But I do have one other thing I want to talk about that happened today as far as games go. I got my first solo victory royale in Fortnite today. And I'm real damn proud of that. It was awesome. It felt good. I'm terrible at first-person shooters, Geeb. This is a huge accomplishment for me, okay? This is massive. Remember when I stopped sucking at Mario Kart? This is the equivalent.
No, I actually don't remember that at all.
Oh, dude, you're an ass. Whatever. Podcast over. I'm out.
Actually, I'm thinking about it while you did that. Do you do the hat thing to the camera anymore?
No, I just...
Because I remember my one video, and I've been doing it ever since. I told you. And did you watch to the end? That'd be your test.
No. I was watching your video while I was in the car, but as I was getting out of the car, the video was ending, so I was like grabbing my stuff and listening to the end, so I did not look at the end. Okay. Why? What did you do? Did you do the hat thing? Did you steal my hat thing?
I'm actually gonna leave it just for you to watch. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Just watch the end of all my videos. In particular, I think the first one I released. I'm not sure exactly which one. One of them I called you out by name and said something and did something. So just watch the end of my video. Yeah.
Is it the unboxing of the Wii U?
No. It's earlier than that. I truly don't remember which one it was exactly. I only have a few out. I mean, it's not like very hard for you to find.
I'll look back. That's interesting.
I don't have that many videos. Like somebody.
That's interesting. I don't have that many videos.
You kind of do.
I don't know. I mean, I did. That's something cool too. Really quickly.
Yeah.
I'll stop after this. I did get an email last night that I have hit 4 million views on YouTube.
Dude, that's a legitimate congratulations, man. That's crazy.
Really cool. Thank you. I was excited about that. I saw the email. I was like, man, that's absolutely insane. Because I remember when it was 1 million, and that really wasn't that long ago. So
4 million or 4 billion?
Million.
Okay, yeah. That
billion would be the 4 billion.
4 billion would be like what's his face? Young man who does crazy things. I can see his face got burger joints now. Hell.
Mr. Beast?
Yes, that one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for...
He's probably got more than that, honestly.
Probably.
But
he's probably got 4
what
billion.
About you, Geeb? How about you? How was your week?
It was fine. Nothing really notable. There's some information that will be coming in the coming days.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Tomorrow, I think I might talk about it a little bit tomorrow night. I haven't actually informed yet. You know what I'm talking about, Drip.
Yes.
I mean, it's gonna. I think actually, who knows? Stay tuned. If you're listening to this podcast on release day, I'm probably gonna be streaming in just a few hours. So head to the Twitch, and I'm probably live right now talking about it. So we'll leave it on a little cliffhanger. If not, it'll be next week on the podcast that we'll definitely talk about it if I acted on such things. But,
okay.
But I've been playing some more Wii U. I picked up. You can already see the game case in the back. I've already talked about this game here, Wind Waker.
Wind Waker, yes.
I also bought a second physical disc on the Wii U. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
And Julian, yes, I'm down as well, for sure. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay.
Oh, you got Breath of the Wild again? You got it for the Wii U?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting, though. I kind of like that you did that. I want to see I've never looked at the comparison of one to the other. I wonder if it really runs that much. I don't think it's going to run that much different. I bet they're pretty similar.
I'm debating on a video. I don't think it's going to be. I don't
think you should do I think it's way too late to do a video on that.
I'm not the kind of guy who gives a shit about is it too late or not, especially because I'm just getting to YouTube, so it's never too late for me. Everything's brand new.
That's true. That's true.
I'm not calling you out anything. I'm just not. I don't view chase right at the moment. Maybe one day.
No, you're right. You're right. Honestly, it may actually be a good thing for you to do just to practice doing a comparison like that. So in the future, whenever there is a new thing, you're prepared for it.
Yes, maybe I should do it. I'm definitely going to talk about it on stream tomorrow night, aka tonight. If you're listening on release day. But I have discovered, this is off stream, I've not shown anybody besides Abby. There's interesting, it's all I'm going to say is that it's very interesting, the difference. Okay. And I'm actually shocked. That's what I'll say.
Does it have anything to do with the Wii U gamepad?
No. I'll say this on the podcast. I was disappointed as hell that
it doesn't have anything.
It does absolutely nothing on the gamepad. What it says is tap the gamepad to play on gamepad, and you tap it. And to be fair, it's very quick. It's a very instantaneous. Hey, you're playing on the gamepad, and tap it again. Oh, you're playing on the TV. You can like press it like rapid, and it'll just like beep, 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 beep. It's very very fast and quick. But it does nothing. There's no functionality. Like, how cool would it be to? I know you can already do it with like pressing the left bumper or whatever to switch your weapon and your shield and your but how cool would it be just to press the button and on your gamepad you're still walking around, but on your gamepad you can scroll around. It's got touch, dude. That interface is perfect for a touchscreen. That Breath of the Wild menu, it's all slides. How nice would it be to swipe through? Nope, nothing.
It's like
nothing.
The face of a phone. You're
honestly,
right.
that was the thing I was most curious about and highly disappointed. I'm like, that makes me actually upset that I can't use the Wii U gamepad to play the game other than just the controller. Yeah, very interesting. But it gets crazier, and we'll talk about it tomorrow night in stream. So stay tuned, guys. Check the Twitch.
Cool.
Other than that, you're really not doing too much. I actually bought a couple other Wii U games. I forget what they are. A Metroid Game Boy Advance game, whichever one that is. I talked about it last week or 2 weeks ago. Yes, Metroid that's the one.
Fusion.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's a DS game, not Game Boy Advance. It's a DS game. I misspoke, so maybe it's not Fusion. Anyway, I don't want to talk. I got it. I'll talk about it. I have nothing to say about it yet, so but I do have something to say about Phantom Hourglass and the other DS title for Zelda. Can't remember the name. Those Spirit Tracks.
Spirit Tracks. Yes.
You can't use the gamepad. Like you can't. I guess it's because I never played them on the DS either. You have to use the touchscreen to walk around. You can't use a stick. I deem that unplayable for me, and I wasted $20 because I will not be playing those games.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I probably should have did some research for it. I just assumed that,
that's
a device that has actually the DS doesn't have a thumbstick, it has a D-pad. But
at least I can use the D-pad. Your Duck Hunt for 3DS, right?
How you liking that? You played it a lot?
I just found it, actually. I was cleaning up earlier, and I saw it in the bottom of one of the bins in my gear closet.
Oh, my God. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, that's a throwback Drip and Geeb episode from a while ago. Almost a year ago. We're getting close to a year.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, a while ago. Go check out the archive if you haven't already, guys. There's lots of content that we've made, and some of it's still relevant. Not all of it's news.
Yeah, it's good.
Speaking of relevance, the beer of the week, sir.
Yeah.
What do you got? I'm gonna hear yours first, man. What's yours?
Mine first?
Yeah, yours first.
I'm not ready.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not ready.
She's not ready.
I still have some banquet beer I have to finish.
Okay. Well,
let's do listeners first.
Yes.
And then I'll do mine.
Well, let's go listeners, me, and then you, because mine's interesting, but it's not a beer. I kind of cheated again this week.
It's fine.
It's a beverage. Listener beer of the week, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Tyson, the Tyson Wood. Thank you so much for your submission, our friend Tyson's been a guest on our podcast. If you haven't checked those episodes out, again, in our archive. I don't know how Unita or how do you pronounce that? I thought I had it and then I don't. There's an I in there. It's throwing me off. That's seriously. I was gonna say Unita. Uinta. You figure it out at home. Inta Brewing did. Okay, let me start over. I don't know how Uinta Brewing did it, but they managed to get me to like an IPA. Don't tell at Uncle Geeb.
Uinta.
Oh, don't you know Uinta? Uinta Brewing Trader IPA. Beer of the week, or Breath of the Wild beer of the week. You put the Breath of the Wild thing in there. At Drip G, thank you so much, sir. What is this? It's a Uinta, Trader IPA, 12-ounce can. We don't got a description. He just said he likes it.
The artwork on there.
Yes,
is that the only one he submitted?
Yes.
I know he had another one. He put another one in Discord that was a mango. It was he bought a.
Oh yeah, we're going to Discord right now. Actually,
it was a variety pack, I believe he bought, and there was a mango one. And I told him in there, I was like, that mango one looks.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. He bought a whole 15-pack.
Yeah, there you go.
Weird. Why is it only 15? That's bizarre. 5 each is probably why it is. But yeah, the Uinta Brewing Mango Golden Spike wheat ale with natural flavors. Interesting.
Oh yes, I'm into that.
Delicious. Mm-hmm.
Very.
Okay, and then we will my beer. Oh, thank you, Tyson, so much, Tyson, for the submission. Appreciate you, my friend. My beer is not a beer at all, as you can already kind of see. Can you guys read that? You sure can. If you're watching this podcast, you can right there. Can you read that, Drip? He's not looking.
No, I can look now.
You see that?
Naked.
Naked. My beer of the week. Yes,
Is that naked?
You ever had this, sir?
Yeah, that's us balling.
Oh my God. Naked, packed with vitamin C, green machine.
Yeah.
It is flavored with a blend of 5 juices, partially from concentrate, with added ingredients and other natural flavors. I thought that'd be a description, not just like a literal, this is what it is. It's got some apple juice in it from concentrate, mango puree, pineapple juice. The pineapple juice is key. Banana puree, kiwi puree, sprinolia, I don't know what that is. Natural flavor. I think now we're getting into weird stuff. Oh, no, here we go. Broccoli, spinach, Barkley grass, wheatgrass, ginger root. The ginger root is key. Parsley, kale, odorless garlic. All
and you can't really taste it. It just tastes like a nice fruit drink. It
tastes like
really good.
It tastes like the main things I get are the things I said that were important. The pineapple juice and the bitter. What is it?
See, I just get just a bunch of different. I don't know. It's just fruit to me. Just like punch.
Ginger root. That's what it is. Ginger root. But yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah. It's you would think it's weird because it's got the vegetables and the fruit, but no, man. It's and usually
you can't taste the vegetables.
I don't drink straight out of the can. I didn't feel like grabbing a glass because I didn't want to waste a glass. But I'm just gonna take a couple sips of this. But
what I buy something like that or that every once in a while. I should buy it more. I'll get my fruit and vegetables in.
Yes,
that's
so
a good way.
What
to
I typically do with this is get a glass and put about halfway, a little bit less than halfway. If I want to be extra good, I'll put it a little bit more than halfway of water, and then the rest is this, just to cut it. Just because I'm sure there's it's not the best thing for you. There's lots of sugar, but so I don't want to go crazy. But I don't want to go crazy on it. But I want to drink a lot. So to do that, I'll just cut it with water. And I like
that stuff a lot. It's very good, very tasty.
Beer of the week.
Yeah, you should just start cutting it with vodka, man.
That's a great idea.
I know it is. That's why I said it. Okay.
What do you got?
My beer of the week. I guess I have to give some credit to my dear sweet Kimberly. She did find this. I'll give her credit. She found it. It's at a local brewery here. I've actually had another one of their beers on the podcast before. It's Morgantown Brewing Company. The last one I had was something about Missy Elliott. I don't remember what it was, but it was like lime, a sour. You know how I like sours.
I remember this. Yes.
Yeah. So this one from Morgantown Brewing Company again. Another sour, a little bit different. This one is Mr. Goofy Creamsicles.
Mr. Goofy Creamsicles.
Yeah, as you can see here, we've got a little Goofy Creamsicle who's melting a little bit on the front.
Oh, how adorable.
I mean, I moved my light, so it's a little dark up there, but you can see it there for you watching.
Yes, look at that.
There's that.
Picture of a creamsicle.
Sour. Yeah, it is a sour, as I said, 16 ounce here. I believe it's 5-point-something% alcohol. I can't quite remember. It's very close to 5%, so it's nothing crazy. I have not tried this at all. I have no idea what this tastes like. She just drank one, and first drink she said it was good. I said, don't tell me a thing, but she did say it was good.
Okay,
so opening it up, giving it a little sniff here.
Yeah, what's the sniff vibe?
Not creamsicles. Very sour beer. Okay. I mean, yeah, it smells like a sour beer.
Okay,
right, here we go. The color looks right. Looks like orange juice, kind of.
That's good. All right.
Whoa.
Oh, we got the.
Oh man, there's a lot going on there. This is definitely going to be a week where I go in depth on the on the flavor. There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack in there. Okay. First, I need another little sip here.
Got to get two, man.
Okay, so it hits you and you get that sour, but it's got another note that comes with the sour, and it's just the very beginning of that cream and just a little bit of orange, but the sour and the orange end up halfway through the drink kind of blending together.
Interesting.
And that kind of takes over for a minute. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a little bit creamy in the beginning, but mostly it just turns into that sour orange flavor. But as soon as you swallow, the finish is just cream. It tastes exactly like you just pulled a creamsicle out of the freezer. Tastes just like it. It's very good.
I feel like that's a desired effect, right? You want to taste the orange and the sour, and then you have the cream kind of finish it out. I think that's solid.
And you get that cream in the beginning, but it's like you can taste it on the sides of your tongue. It's very strange. It tastes really good, though. I will say it's spot on. It's very good. Maybe slightly too sour, just slightly, just for like a cream type thing.
Yeah.
But it's very good. I'm not gonna split hairs on it. I think it's very good. Morgantown Brewing Company. If you guys are ever in Morgantown,
I think the next time I come your way, I think we gotta take me beer shopping so I can take some beer back.
Yeah, we need to just go there and hang out. They have great food.
Well, I mean,
it's an awesome place.
I want to take some back, but for sure I'll try it while I'm there. I mean, obviously, next time we're out there, we gotta go like bar hop into your favorite places, man.
I don't. Yeah, well, I'm 100 years old. I don't really do a lot of bar hopping at this point, but I know some spots. You think I do that? That would be a place we would go for sure. This place, it's awesome. Morgantown Brewing Company's cool.
Yeah, I do it to socialize. I wouldn't do it like on an average, on the daily,
Yeah. We're distinguished gentlemen. We don't
we are distinguished. It's not very distinguished, and actually, it's also not very good at all. This freaking Sonic Origins situation, which I completely don't understand. Let me start with what I do understand. I understand that there is a game.
There is a game. Yes, you are understanding this correctly.
It is called Sonic Origins, or Origins, as I would say from my Philly accent. And Sonic Origins is taking some of the old original games and remastering them and changing them.
Yes. Well, they say they're fully remastered, but that's like
just like how Skyward Sword HD is fully remastered.
Not even really that. It's like how, I don't know, they're just cleaned up. They don't look that much different. They still look like pixel art.
Yes.
From the 16-bit era.
Like
it's not like a Link's Awakening.
That's a remaster.
That's a reimagining, I guess, but I don't know. It's not even crazy. Like, it still looks like the same games. They're just nicer.
Virtually the same to my eye. I mean, I played a lot of Sonic, and I can barely tell the difference.
Trailer. Yeah, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not that much different. The color looks better. It's clear. I mean, obviously, it is wide. That's another thing too. It is widescreen. It used to be,
letterboxed. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's there, and it's cool. It's fine. It's 4 games that people love, which they've released these games 1,000 times. I'm sorry, like. I'm going to start this out by just saying I'm not like the biggest Sonic fan. Like I was never somebody who I didn't play a lot of Sega, really. Like I was never a Sega kid. I was always a Nintendo kid or, something else. It wasn't really ever Sega. I have Sonic on my Switch. Like I probably have 2 versions of Sonic on my Switch already, which is in this collection. You got what? What comes in this collection? 4 games. So Sonic 1, 2, 3, and there's another one, which I can't remember. It doesn't really matter at this point. The thing about it is the pricing. As widely available as some of these games are, and I realize that they've done some stuff to them. I realize that they are, they look a little bit better. What is going on here? I'm opening all kinds of stuff on my computer. Hang on. Before I continue, let me make sure I'm not going to close out anything crazy here. There we go. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I mean, they look fine. They look good. They've got new like animations and stuff. They say fully remastered, which I mean, okay, they're fully remastered, I guess. I don't know what they run at. I don't know. They've got new animations and stuff, which we're seeing now on screen. They're charging $40 for this collection.
How many games?
It's a little steep. It's 4 games.
Okay. Well, debatable.
I think it's a little. I mean, I get they put some work into it. That's fine. It's widescreen now, but I mean, I don't know. That's not the biggest problem. So what's the other one? What's the deluxe version? You said it's 45, or is it more?
45, 39 and 45.
All right. So here's the thing. It's not just a standard edition and not just a deluxe edition. There's a standard edition. There's a Start Dash pack. There's the Premium Fun pack, the Classic Music pack, and the Digital Deluxe edition.
Yep.
They have a chart here which shows you what you get with which one. I just don't.
I mean, let me just say this. Like in those crime shows when, just say Criminal Minds. Abby and I watch that show a lot. And they're up on the whiteboard. The whole team's in the room, and they're on the whiteboard. And we have an idea where he is. Here's the pin, and then they take the string, and they put the string and connect all the dots with all the other pins, and eventually, you're just looking at a board full of yarn.
Yeah,
that's what this chart looks like.
It's a little much. It's talking about.
It's not overwhelming in that sense, but it is completely confusing. Like, I don't know where anything goes at this point. What? Huh? What? I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff you can get. I mean, let me just run down. You get the main game. Okay, main game. 100 bonus coins, which I don't know what the coins are. I don't know what that even means.
You get 100 coins, and then 3 seconds later, you walk into the back of a bee, and then you lose your coins. Though.
Wouldn't that be rings? What are the coins? I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what coin is. Yeah.
Then you can do mirror mode unlocked, which it says unlocked. So I'm assuming that you can unlock it later in the games. Like it's an unlockable thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so then there's hard missions, letterbox background, character animations in the main menu. Like, who the fuck is paying extra for character animations in the main menu?
Well, dude, it's from the Premium Fun pack. So if you want to get the Premium Fun pack, you get fun animations in the title screen. Yeah,
and then you get camera controls over the main menu islands. What?
You get a feature that it's like they're paywalling a feature.
The whole all this. It just they're not even like good features. It's like we've seen this stuff done with like new releases of like Call of Duty games where it's like, oh yeah, the roadmap and this and that and this and that. Like, and it's like, okay, yeah. I mean, these games are geared towards making money like that, and the people who are into it are into it. That's fine. Those people aren't fucking buying this. I'm sorry. They're not buying, like, they don't care about this. The people who want to play this are people who are old people. I mean, this is nostalgia right here. Like, I don't know. I look at something like this and I'm like, okay, pass. I don't care. When it's on sale and I can just get the standard edition, if I want to play all these games, I'll do that then. But it's like, this is too much for most people to care about, especially people who are going to be buying a Sonic game in 2022.
Right. So I'm actually looking. I mean? Yeah, I'm looking at this again. You said earlier. You said it's 4 games. Isn't it 2 games?
No, it's 2 games. There's just extra stuff. Like it's just
So
piles of stuff.
We have these. Yeah. So we have the standard edition, which is right here in the first slot, and then over here all the way to the back, to the end here. Oh, by the way, the standard edition is $39.99, like I said, and then this digital deluxe is $45. We'll just say, and those are the two. That's what the 2 things. Now the other things in the middle: the Start Dash pack, the Premium Fun pack, and the classic music pack.
Yeah.
Clearly, these are DLC that you can also pay for. So it's not like these other options are also extra packs. That's the way the online the little bit that I read about this, they made it seem like it was those were games as well. No, those are just DLC.
That's what I'm saying. Content. You're right, but look how this looks.
I have to really stare at I've been looking at this for like 20 minutes.
Somebody coming into this like, oh, cool, a pack of Sonic games. I want to buy it. I want all the wait, what? The fun? What?
Huh?
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's I'll be honest. I guess the digital deluxe does come with everything, right? But like, it's not clear. It's really not clear if it does or not. I'm still having a hard time. Does it come with everything, or is something removed?
See, that's what I can't figure out either. Because it's like, I don't know how they're doing this structure. Because to me, the way I'm reading this, which I know is wrong, which makes it even more confusing. To me, the main game only comes with the standard edition.
No. Because look, there's a ring. There's a ring at the back.
Edition there too. Okay, I did not see that. Okay,
see that
makes way more sense now. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's a fair criticism, because that ring is hiding right in that corner.
Yeah. Okay, but it's like, why make this so difficult? Just say, hey,
get off my podcast screen.
There's a standard edition. There's a deluxe edition.
Yeah.
This comes with this. This comes with that. Here's the DLC packs. Look at them if you want. Like every other game that comes out. Like, why does it have to be this big confusing
Vertical
thing?
charts was a bad choice, because
it was a bad choice.
The first standard edition is just a single ring. It does not need a full vertical chart that is empty except for this little tiny baby ring.
Right. Like, why can't you just put it?
Of course, the standard edition comes with the main game. If it's you're buying a game, right? So why do you need to be told it comes with the game? Of course it is. It's the game. You're buying the game. How much is
this stuff? Is my question.
30. Yes. Let's go back to the chart.
You're doing 40?
Oh, you mean the DLCs here? These
like,
we don't know.
How much more? We don't know yet. Because this is bullshit.
I googled it. And it didn't say anything.
Over the main menu islands. Like, who gives a shit?
I'm not putting get off my screen
about that.
I don't know.
Like, who's going to sit there in the main, like, man, check this. I got control. Like, what?
A streamer, that's it.
Nobody's doing that.
I'm going to do it I'm going to do it just to piss you off. Like, hey, man.
Character animation in the main screen.
$60 for this little thing in the
character animation in the main screen. Character animation in the main screen is a piece of DLC.
This is what you get if you don't pay.
Just, static image. Yeah.
I mean, maybe because they're old games. I mean,
if you pay, they go. They shake a little bit. It's just, that's stupid. Like, I really want to know what the pricing is on this. And it all says coming soon. And I don't know if you noticed this, but up on the top there on the Nintendo Switch version, it also has a big coming soon. So I'm guessing, obviously,
one more time. I missed that
Switch
completely.
Users, Nintendo Switch users clearly will be waiting.
That's incredibly dumb
for the game.
That's incredibly dumb and incredibly upsetting. Who am I going to be upset? Am I going to be upset with Nintendo on that? Sega? I feel like Nintendo. I need to be upset about.
It's a Switch problem all the time.
But dude, there is no way. It's already on Switch. There's a version of these games already on Switch. Like, there's no way it can't run.
I said that earlier. I have Sonic.
It's like 7 times.
Sonic 2 on my Switch already.
It's on the online packet that's on there in the Sega pack.
It's not widescreen, but like I said,
who gives a flying fuck?
Like, I just don't care. Yeah. I don't know. And I know there are big Sonic fans out there who do care. So it's not like there's nobody that cares. It's fine.
You know what's funny, dude? I grew up playing Sonic, actually.
Really?
It's not behind me, but on my Game Boy Advance, a Nintendo Game Boy Advance, I played the Sonic Kart all the time.
I remember playing Sonic on God, what was that? Oh, Sega Game Gear.
Oh man, way back.
Yeah. I think it was Sonic. Was it Sonic 2? I think it was Sonic 2.
I was so young, I thought that Sonic was a Nintendo game because I only ever played it on a Nintendo console.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's crazy.
One day I was like, oh, wait, no, that's Sega, that's its own thing. Not
that was
Nintendo.
Sega. That was Sega's Mario back in the day, man. It was wild.
Yeah. So, yeah, this chart's really confusing. I still don't, I think I have a better grasp. We could be wrong, though. I mean, these packs, the Standard Dash pack, the Premium Fun pack, and the Classic Music pack, I'm assuming are DLCs that we do not know the price of. Paid DLCs. Whereas the Standard Edition just comes $40.
Let me ask you this. Before we put a bow on this, let me ask you this. Let's say the one with the most rings. We'll go with that. The one with the most rings.
The Deluxe Edition.
The Premium Fun pack.
Oh, the DLC, yeah.
What's that worth to you? Let me tell you what you get in that.
Yeah, tell me.
You get the hard missions, which that's cool.
More content.
Letterbox background.
That's cool.
Character animations in the main menu.
Pass.
Camera controls over the main menu islands.
Also, there's an animation of a middle finger coming across the screen. Like, you paid for this.
Character animations during music islands.
No.
Not additional music tracks. Okay, so that's what you're getting. Tell me what that's worth to you.
$4.99.
I don't think it's worth that.
Yes, because you get more missions. That's extra content.
How many more?
And you get the background.
Okay, hard missions. Is it just a hard mode? Is that what it is? Like
I don't know.
Full hard mode of the game? Because how many missions is it?
I don't know. I'm kind of rethinking that a little bit because letterbox why can't we just get the background? Why do they have to make you pay for the background?
That's what I'm saying. It's like this stuff is shoehorned in just to. It's not a good look. It's not a very well structured thing.
It's
the stuff they're trying to add in as DLC is just, it's like, who that? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Let's move on. I'm done with it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll wait for it to go on sale. I'll get it for $10 anyway.
This makes me less excited to go see the Sonic movie, if I'm being honest. It just disappoints me.
I'm still excited for that. I'm still very excited.
I can't wait to check it out.
I heard it's really good.
Yeah, you told me actually that Jim Carrey, it's his highest grossing film in the first week, right? Of all time?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Crazy.
Of all time. And
Fucking
neither
crazy.
Ace Ventura Pet Detective movie is on that list. Of the top, what was it, 5? It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of crazy, dude, this Game Boy Advance stuff, like, it just kind of dropped. Like, wow, dude.
And
dude.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. And this is very interesting because usually we see these leaks and rumors and I'm like, yeah, piss off. Like, I'm done with this. Let's see who this is coming from, what's going on. But this one's got a lot. This one's got a lot backing it up. There's several different layers to this one, which I want to talk about. The first one, obviously, the leak itself. I want to talk about where this came from too, because I think that's a very interesting topic to go into. And I actually you have the same article pulled up here. We can go down to the bottom in a minute. There's a list of games that they found.
Okay, we'll scroll in a minute.
I'd like to hit some of those and just talk
40
about
games.
Some
40
of them.
games.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. Okay, so let's go over the actual the leak itself. So, as most of you know, Nintendo Switch Online has some consoles on it. We've got Nintendo 64. We've got Super Nintendo. We've got Nintendo. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance have been rumored for just about as long as the service has been up. Am I right?
Yes.
We got leaks for it, I don't know, last year. We got them 2 years ago, I think, too. None of them ever come true, but this one seems to be pretty serious. There's actual footage which is gone from the internet, correct?
Yes. I don't care to show it. Down. It's not good footage anyway. It just go ahead and tell it what the footage shows.
I mean, it just it shows these emulators running on the Switch,
an actual Switch.
Yeah. That's the thing, though, man. Like, okay, so they're saying, like, from my understanding of this, it looks like the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color have their own emulator, and then the Game Boy Advanced has its own emulator, which is not done.
Okay.
So I mean, this isn't coming out anytime soon, but clearly this is something they're working on. I mean, we may get Game Boy and Game Boy Color games whenever. That seems to be done, but the Game Boy Advanced one, I guess, is not quite done. It's called the code name for the emulator is called Sloop.
Sloop.
I like that name.
Like Goop.
Yeah, but with an S. Yeah, I do like that. The big thing about this, and I want to let you take this and just run with it for a second. It seems to me that this is leaked from somebody either at the place working on this emulator or from somebody at Nintendo themselves. Like, this is real. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I can't imagine this is like, oh, oopsie, we left the door open. Let's go ahead quickly take a photo of. Oh, that could be. It seems like.
Well, and here's the thing. Before you go all the way in, let me add one more thing here. These supposedly the people working on this are the same people who did the emulation for the Mario 3D All Stars collection.
Oh, okay.
For Galaxy and not maybe it was the 64 one too, but Galaxy and Sunshine for sure.
Yeah,
same people, and they also did the emulation for the. Remember the mini systems, the classic systems?
Yes.
They did the emulation for those too. So it's the same people responsible, I guess. So it's either somebody there or somebody directly at Nintendo has leaked this. Either way, like this is something we don't see this often from like the inside of Nintendo. This is not something that happens very often or ever.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's clearly, if you look at that footage, which it's gone. So, and but the brief time we got to take a look at it, it definitely seemed like it was a guy on a phone recording putting his camera onto the screen, showing the camera of the Switch, and him just playing what looked to be a very jank version of an emulator, a fake online emulator for the Game Boy Advance. And yeah, I mean, it was just kind of weird. Like, who got who? Hold on, like. Who pissed off who for this to happen?
I wonder if that's the situation. If it's just like a disgruntled employee was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm putting this online.
Dude, like what happened? I
don't know.
It's not a surprise, right? I was just showing you guys some video here of there's on the Wii U. I actually got Minish Cap recently. There are Game Boy Advance games already. Nintendo's already re-released them as the Virtual Console on other systems like the 3DS and the Game and the Wii U. It's not a new thing. Obviously, it was not a surprise to anybody. In fact, last year, I believe that was one of my calls, was that we were going to get the Game Boy Advance games over on Nintendo Online. Then we got 64 and blew my mind. That was way more than I was anticipating. Like, Game Boy Advance is cool, and in fact, to me, I think it would have been more cool for me for Game Boy Advance, but 64 just blew it out of the water. Maybe forget about it completely that I ever made that decision. Like, oh yeah, we're getting we're getting 64. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, we totally out of sight, out of mind. And then like this happens the other day, and it's like, oh, reminds me, like, oh yeah, I wanted Game Boy games. Like before we got 64, I wanted Game Boy games, and then like it's not a surprise. Like a lot of people were talking about it, including myself, and they already exist on the Wii U. So it just kind of like, just get the right emulator for the Switch, and bada bing, bada boom, you got some Nintendo, or you got some Game Boy Advance games. So on the Switch, yeah.
Let's look at the list.
Yes, let's look
the
at
list I'm interested in. So okay, let's for you.
Yeah, well, I'll read it. I can read the list.
The video listeners or the video watchers, I guess, can see. So the ones in yellow are in the ROM folder at some point, but the not in the leaked build. They're in the folder, but not in the leaked build. Okay. So all these are the ones that have been tested. So none of these are actually like confirmed. This is just stuff that they have tested. That's all we really actually know. They're in the folder. This is the stuff that's been pulled out of there. And I mean, it's a nice list. I mean, I honestly want to start at the bottom of the list.
Yes, I was going to. So we got Legend of Zelda Minish Cap.
There's that one, and I mean, Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission.
Yeah.
Like those, that's what I want. And I think those will be like day ones. Like if they're going to bring this stuff, I feel like those are big ones. Those are day ones.
I would say no, because Nintendo likes to keep us from having fun, and they wouldn't give us Minish Cap because it's too fun. But let me tell you, that is the perfect.
But they've given us a Zelda game at the release of every single one of these classic systems that they put on the.
It's the Minish Cap's got to have. They got to release Minish Cap. I mean, it's on the Wii U.
Yeah, and that's the only one that looks like it was on this list to be tested. I mean, I would love to see that. I'd love to see that because I have that. That's one I still haven't played. I have it on this arcade machine back here, but man, that's not a way I want to play. Honestly, anything unless it's an actual arcade.
You should buy it on the Wii U before. I mean, you should buy it on the Wii U before the shop closes because it's really fun. Like it's seriously.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Really
yeah,
fun.
I mean, I've seen a lot of.
It's $8.
I've seen. Yeah, I know. My Wii U is over there under my TV right now, not even hooked up. It's just sitting there.
Yeah. So I get most notables. We got Minish Cap. We have Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3, WarioWare, Wario Land 4, Pokemon Pinball, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Metro Fusion, as you said. Mega Man is on here. We got some Mario versus Donkey Kong. I mean, a lot of these, I'm looking at these. There's a lot of these. Mario Golf Advance Tour,
Mario Kart Super Circuit,
Mario Party Advance. A lot of these are already on the Virtual Console on the Wii U. I recognize these from the none of this list is not really surprising whatsoever.
I mean, none of these lists would be surprising. I mean, like if they're going to bring the system, you know what they're going to bring.
Yeah,
like it's not hard to figure out. Like, okay, I mean, think back to your favorite Game Boy Advance game. It's probably going to be there.
Yeah. Now they're just testing
for a reason.
They're just testing these, so we're not guaranteed to get a fourth from them.
But it's interesting. It's very interesting to see some of this stuff. So there was another thing that I just saw today. It looks like some weird stuff that they are also testing with this, and I'm not sure. Again, all this is rumor, so we don't know if it's actually true or not. But Pokemon Stadium was a game for the 64, and you could hook that up to like Game Boys and bring with the transfer pack. You could bring your Pokemon over to Pokemon Stadium, right?
Yeah.
So it seems like with whatever was found last night or yesterday or whenever it was, that they're going to utilize that in some way. That same technology, bringing Pokemon from, whether it is, maybe, I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe it's from, if they add Pokemon to the Game Boy games, and then the 64 game, you could transfer there. But I had this thought, actually, while we were doing the pre-show, where we actually, get ready for the show.
Yes.
What if they use Pokemon Home? Because Pokemon Home is where I'm not a big Pokemon guy, but I believe Pokemon Home is where you store all your Pokemon, right? From all your games?
Yes.
Okay, so what if they use that, and then they put Pokemon Stadium on the 64 online, but you could pull, maybe just the ones that are in the game. You can't pull all. Obviously, they're not going to make new animations of an old 64 game, but maybe you had like a menu in your Pokemon Home where you could bring them over and fight them in Pokemon Stadium. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. There's other ways you could do it too. I mean, save data from Sword and Shield, save data from Let's Go. That would work. Save data from Let's Go would definitely work.
Would they do that though? Would they?
Well, they always do stuff where they're taking old. I don't know. They do weird stuff all the time. Think about how weird that is. The transfer pack, so you can take things from a Game Boy and use the data from it on a 64. It's weird.
Yeah, but would they do that on their online service? Would they connect those games
Maybe.
like that?
I don't know.
Would they go through the effort? Have you tried playing an online game on Nintendo Online and how it's still not fixed?
Some of them are fine.
No. I'm talking about online connection.
Like, that's
like
spotty.
Playing Nintendo Switch online at any game.
It's spotty.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like the Game Boy games aren't a surprise to me. Like, I think that's something we pretty much knew was gonna happen. I mean, you and I have both been saying, everybody just wait and see what this turns into. The online service, the expansion pack. And I mean, we're seeing it again. Like, I keep coming back to that, but we are watching this thing turn in to everything that everybody wants. We're watching it turn into it. And this is going to be another piece of it. So you say, will Nintendo do that? Will they do that? But I mean, I think honestly at this point, this could be something really cool with that online. It's like, that would be really cool to add in there. That type of feature, something where you can do that with, like, a Pokemon Stadium and a Pokemon Home thing. I don't know. I don't know exactly how they would do it. I'm not the Pokemon guy. We would need to bring Tyson on to talk about that.
Yes.
But I'm saying something of that nature where it's like you bring this game and you can do things with your Game Boy games, or who knows? Maybe you can take from Pokemon Home and load Pokemon into the Game Boy games. You know what I mean?
On a real Game Boy?
No, on to if
Oh,
they
the
put it
online
on the
Game Boy?
Game Boy, if they put the Pokemon games on the online service.
Who knows what? Dude, I got no idea. They could do a number of different things.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know. At this point, I know you're like, oh, but will they do it? I feel like we're starting to get to the point, especially with this, with the online service, the expansion pack. Like, this is, if we're going to see stuff like that, that's where we're going to see it. That's the place where we're going to be like, oh, Nintendo's actually doing something cool here. Like the Mario Kart DLC we've been waiting on forever. And everyone was like, how are they not doing that? That's why. There it is. Ton of it. Giant Animal Crossing DLC. Boom. There it is. Ton of it. Yeah. Waiting on it forever. There it is.
Yeah, I think we're getting Game Boy Advance games. It's really a matter of when and not if.
When do you think we're going to get them? Let me ask you this before you even answer that.
Yeah. What is it's all April?
Let me ask you this. Do you think they're going to drop all of it at once? All right, multi-part question. We're going to get a little deep here. All right. Okay, multi-part question. Question 1. Is this all one thing? If not, how's it split up? Are we going to do it Game Boy and Game Boy Color in the regular tier? Game Boy Advanced in the tier with 64?
No.
If they are split up, do we see them at the same time? Do we see these ones drop the same day as these ones? Like, we're going to put these in here, but we're going to put these in here. But if you have this one, you also get those.
I'm having this inner struggle of people saying, the people who are saying that this service is overpriced, sympathizing or empathizing, whatever the word is, and agreeing with them with that. And also the other struggle I'm having with the other side of the struggle is that it is not too expensive. I mean, just looking at the virtual console for the Wii U, I mean, like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, that's $10 each on virtual console. That's $20.
Then Minish Cap's what, $7.99, correct?
Yes. But like, yeah,
all those games like $7.99.
My point is, we get those two games plus a fuck ton more on the on the current online thing, and it's only what is it, 60? It's 50 for
50 for a single,
50,
yeah,
and then 80 for a family.
Which, I mean, we just made a team in the Discord.
If you don't
we
like
all paid $10.
If you don't like the games and you don't like the DLC they put on there, obviously you wouldn't buy it. Just like you would say that to say it's overpriced is wrong though, because it's not.
It's not overpriced.
No one complained about the virtual console. In fact, people said, "Fuck your Nintendo Online, put a virtual console on the Switch." And if they were to do that. If they were to do that, then Ocarina and
Console is people are mad because they don't want I don't want all these games. I want to be able to pick which games I want. But it's like, you're just getting them all. Like, you're paying a little bit more. You're paying. I mean, come on. Let's be.
If you want Virtual Console, I have news for you. You can have it for a limited time.
Not for much longer.
Not for much longer, but get yourself one of these guys.
Well, I mean, you can't expect people to just go back and buy a $200 system
$100
that came out
$10
years. Okay, yeah, well,
it's very
depending
good
on
price.
where you get it. Yeah, depending on where you get it. I mean, people want an actual virtual console on the Switch, and I don't care that much. But I mean, I understand where they're coming.
I understand.
I'm fine with the current system that they're doing. I think this is good because there's a big difference with things we saw on the Wii U that we see on the Switch now, and I think that's why this structure works better. I bought a Wii U. Okay? Bought a Wii U. It came with a digital version of Mario Kart 8, not deluxe, just the regular Mario Kart 8 on it. Because those games at that time were not tied to your account. They were tied to the system.
Correct. Yep.
So now Nintendo's finally moving into this age where the things are tied to the account, not the system. So we're going to be able to like switch to whatever's next after that. We're not going to have to worry about losing all of this stuff anymore. Like you look at Game Pass, like nobody moved from an Xbox One to an Xbox Series S or X and lost everything on Game Pass. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like you're paying for this stuff, but we're not going to have to re-buy it again. Like, everybody wants to bitch about rebuying stuff all the time. They're literally giving us the opportunity to not have to do that anymore. We just do our monthly subscription, and they're giving us all this other stuff too. We're about to get more stuff on top of it. I don't know, man. I mean, I think right now it's hard for a lot of people to stomach. It's hard for a lot of people to move to this structure when it's been different for so long.
Yeah.
I think once the new Switch comes out and they see like, oh yeah, all this stuff just moves over. It's all good. All your old games are there. It's backwards compatible. Everything's good. We're good. And yes, Julian says in the chat, no ownership. But man, at this point, the way games are, as many updates that are pushed to games, patches, things like that, you don't own it anyway. Doesn't matter. If it's off your system and you're trying to play it 10 years later, you're never going to be able to find those downloads to get the actual version of the game you want. You're going to be playing an outdated version of the game anyway. Nobody owns them. I mean, at this point, there's no way that you can say, I have this game and this is my game. Once we started pushing online patches, things like that, it's out the window now. It doesn't matter. Unless they're going to actually keep up with that stuff, which at this point, some do, some don't. We see it's hit or miss. So, I mean, I don't know. And I obviously lean all digital. So, you don't say. Little bias in this situation. And I know Julian leans the other way, which is fine. It's just, I don't know. To me, I'm fine with this. I like Game Pass. Like, do I use all of Game Pass? No, I don't. Do I use really? I mean, not a lot of it at all. But I like it. I like that it's there. I'm willing to pay for that every month. And I think Nintendo Online's going the same way. These advanced games are going to make it just that much more worth it. I don't know. I'm good with it. I can't wait to see when they come out. Again, back to the question: when do you think they're coming out?
Let me grab my dart. Hold on.
All right.
They're coming out.
Oh my God! I know what you're gonna say. September.
No, I wasn't. But that's a better idea. They're coming out in September, baby. Minish Cap, the Zelda Direct.
Answer for everything Nintendo. Oh, that
September
Direct. Easy. Easy. I know exactly when that's coming out. It'll be in the September Direct for sure.
If you want to speculate, this is the wrong podcast. I'm not going to sit here and speculate when they're coming out. I got no. If I had an idea, I would. I don't.
I do.
Okay. What do you got?
I think they'll come out separately. I think they'll come out the same.
I'm sorry.
I think they'll come out on the same day.
You had a multi-part question.
They will come out. I think they will come out. I think the Game Boy and Game Boy Color stuff will be in the standard online, and I think the Game Boy Advance will be with the 64 in the expansion pass.
Is anybody saying
saying
the $20 one is overpriced?
Not really. No.
So there's no way in hell they're adding anything to that. They're going to add more. Right. They're going to add more NES and SNES, but they're not going to add another console.
You might be right, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like those go with each other. So it's like they stay there, and then Game Boy Advance comes with 64.
I could see that happen, but I say that they all go to the expansion pack.
Okay. I mean,
I also think they all come out together on the same, like at the same time. I do think the same day. I do agree with you there. I think they will come on the same day. I just think they're going to be in two different places. But if you get the one, obviously you get all of it. You know what I mean? I think we either get all of it or a single. So like we'll get the Game Boy original first, for example, or we'll get all of it at once. Different date, like we'll have different dates when it actually drops, but the announcement will be either one Game Boy console, or they'll announce all the Game Boy consoles at once. Now,
it's going to be all. I really think it's going to be all.
I'm just saying it's going to be either or. Hi, Xbox Girl. Hey, girl, how you doing? She passed by the
sneaky,
screen.
Right?
Yeah, so sneaky. What's funny is, like, obviously, what the people see is a cropped version of you, but I can see your full behind my Streamlabs window. So, like, in the corner of my screen down here, I just see her, like, shifting around. So I don't know what she's doing. I just saw her moving around.
She was getting another one of these
the beers?
Creamsicles.
Beers?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. These are fantastic. This might be the best one I've had from that place. They're really good.
Yeah. We're not. By the way, we're not having ladies again again this week, are we? Or we can if you want. Abby's asking.
I don't have a chair. I didn't have time to even get a chair.
Okay, that's totally fine. If you guys, I brought that up not to say that, but to say that last week after show, if you guys have not seen it, was fantastic. It was a great time.
It was a lot of fun.
We had the ladies on. We had the ladies on. Mrs. Xbox Girl, Mrs. Drip Media Gaming, and Mrs. Geeb were on the after show. We talked about cool stuff for like an hour, which was great. It was great fun. So if you're not a patron of either Drip Media Gaming or myself, Uncle Geeb, then you should do that because then you get the after show. You also get the full video podcast on a full video podcast, which we no longer post to YouTube because, to be honest with you guys, wasn't really doing a whole lot over there, So I figure, well, we might as well just give it to our patrons exclusively and cut our podcast into segments. Which, again, if you weren't here last week, that's what we're doing on YouTube. YouTube's going to be segments, basically clips of our podcast instead of the full version podcast. I think that works better on YouTube anyway.
100%.
So we'll do that on YouTube. You'll get the full podcast on all audio platforms as it always has been. So you can, if you missed the stream, you can check it over there. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. I think that's a podcast. That's a wrap. We're headed to the after show, which Drip, I'm sorry to say this now. We forgot one humongous piece of news that is a complete idiotic move on our part.
What's that?
This little game, this little franchise, starts with an X, called Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Don't care.
Dropped the trailer. Are you serious?
Don't care. I don't care. I don't like the game. I know it's a big deal. They moved it up. Cool. Okay. I don't know. Do you want to talk about it?
In the after show.
Okay, we'll talk about it in the after show. I just don't care.
Yeah. So peace out, Girl Scouts, for all you audio people. We're going to head to the after show so patrons can listen to us talk about it. Xenoblade and Drip, how he hates it.
Appreciate
you guys.
Don't care.
See ya.
Bye.